Well, hello. Can you guys hear me? How are we doing? Also, please let me know about audio levels as soon as possible. Because, I'm gonna be playing with them a little bit. Oh, I can kind of hear myself. That's not good. Can bump that up a bit. I'm playing with it. I'm sorry. I never stream. Audio's good. Everything sounds good. Welcome, everyone. How are we all doing today? It is me. It is Leaf. Audio's amazing. Good, good. Everything is great. Everything is great. I see a lot of people. All right. This is good. What a Saturday night. I see Lion Rider. Hello. I see Forge. Stoppable Sun. We're cooking something, guys. We're cooking something. You'll see that soon. I see Elephant Puppet. Always nice to see you. Josh, always good to see you. I see Rippy, Chris King. Who else do we have in here? Ruben, Greyhammer, Creature with Internet. Hello, Quintoon, Alistair, Joseph Harding, if you're still here. You showed up pretty early there, buddy. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Chris. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's jump into it. Let me go over here and switch us over. No Leaf Cam today. I'm sorry. I can show you him just for a couple seconds. There you go. Leaf Cam's here just for a couple seconds. But he's going away because we're actually going to be kind of recording this. So, welcome back to San Cabrillo Zoo. We have a big episode planned for our next one, but before we get into that, let's kind of go over what we might have seen before. We're going to come right over here to Expedition Asia. I always like to do this when we start the stream. Hello, Puggy Boy. Hello, Cinnadah. Hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, I always kind of like to start the stream with this, just going over what we did before. I did this entirely off camera, pretty much entirely. This is the Asian Expedition, and I really wanted to clean that up, but maybe we'll do that soon. But this is probably one of my favorite areas in here. This covers Asia. It covers Asia. Over here we have the Amur leopards somewhere. I think they're actually right over here. Yep, he's just sleeping. He's just sleeping right there. Over here we have our Takin, as well as the Pure Devades deer. Very happy with these guys. I love this habitat. Just this view in here is just very nice. Wow, it looks like the stream is very much behind where I am. Oh, that's funny. Sure, Chris, just send it via email and I'll be able to get that to my list, alright? But yeah, the Takin are looking mighty fine in here. We have this little section in here. I want to do more stuff like this. Just the small kind of decorating. I'm having a blast with that inside of, what's it called? Planet Coaster? Yeah. Over here we have our Mangshan Pit Vipers. Huge shout out to Captain Callum for these. Also, the wonderful Europe Pack music. Gotta love it. Over here we have the giant panda former, but present day red pandas. And they are in here somewhere. Yep, they're just hiding right down there. Of course you can't see them. Of course you can't. Are they in here? Yes, you can see them right over there. Look at them go. David, what does that mean? What does that mean? So yeah, that is Expedition Asia. It's nothing crazy. I wanted just a kind of get my feet wet again in San Cabrillo kind of episode. And the San Diego Zoo has this section. It's very small in real life, but it pretty much fits the bill. Also trying to do more clutter stuff. Eben inspired you. Eben is quite literally a master among us. He knows how to make a zoo look good. It's really crazy. Alright, so you guys can check out San Cabrillo episodes for the rest of the tour over here. Lots of stuff, lots of good stuff. But today we are going to take this little path over here. I also removed the wood beams over here because it was lagging the game like crazy. I know, Forge, I know, I really wanted to have pandas in here. I can't do it. I can't do it without seeing them in person. I don't know. But we have the giant flamingo habitat. Honestly, if I had the cojones to do it, I would shrink this habitat so much. I would have it end right there. Just because this is huge. Like, this is huge for flamingos. I wish I, like, was able to condense this easier. But, unfortunately, I really can't. Because that would mean so much more room for monkeys. But we are up here today. We are working on the bridge. I don't think we gave this bridge a name. But anyways, this in real life is the Bashore Bridge. This is the pretty much big iconic bridge that you see whenever you do look at images of the San Diego Zoo. And today we are going to really hammer down what I want to get out of this. Now, I have a few things I want to get out of this. The main thing is, if I can find a nice section of bridge over here for me to take apart. What we are going to do is be making this. Say hello. This is Albert's. This is supposedly one of the best zoo restaurants out there. And as you can see, the layout is going to be very much a mess, but I am confident we will be able to get it to work. I want this to be a functional restaurant in Planet Zoo. I want this to be a good restaurant in Planet Zoo. Now, besides that, we also have, if I can find a good image of them, we also have the gorilla habitat, which I was very excited for. I've seen a million people make these, like, make a recreation of this. Remnant did a great one. Stoppable Sun did a great one. But I really want to make my own. Hey, shout out to Mr. Zoo Tours for this. We can see this right over here. But yes, this triple waterfall kind of layout thing, I'm very excited to make that work. And like, it's such a nice nestled little corner in there. But we are going to get right into it. I have no freaking clue on how we're going to do this, so I'm just going to start throwing crap at the wall and seeing what works. I think what I must do first, so what I'm doing, I only want 2 sections of these, so I'm going to actually select about 3. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to delete these, kind of go over it like this over here. And now I only have the 2. I can delete those poles. Just because I need this to be perfect, guys. I need this to be perfect. Okay, now we can split that from the group. And since we're on the grid, we're actually going to use our mud pillar in here to kind of get us realigned. And that should do it. All right, lots of people in here. We have Rick. Hello, Rick. Very nice to see you, buddy. And Capling, very nice to see you. The eyeball. The eyeball is watching me. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of trippy, bro. All right. So, I think we're going to shrink the grid a little bit. May I just say, I've been playing a, dare I say, buttload of Planet Coaster 2 as of late. The Sorcery Pack has... It's truly magical. I say that with little hyperbole in my chest. It truly is magical. That game is so freaking good, guys. I have no idea how they did it. I really don't. But I am playing Planet Zoo now, and I'm like, where are all the damn features from that game? It's making me quite sad that I can't do my funny stuff, such as scaling. But we have a better search function in this game, so I don't really care. You give and you take, whatever. Alright, I do want to change this out a little bit. I'm not really a big fan of that, so I think I will make it 3 sections. And I think I have this perfectly at some kind of meterage. There we go. And then we can just delete these pieces on the end. That's looking good. I love this color blue on this bridge. It's so nice. I think if I went back and redid it as like a more kind of like solid blue, like a little bit more on the darker hue side, I think I would also like that. But personally, I don't know. I think that this works very well. All right. So we have a bunch of these in here. How are we going to get this to work? By the way, super awesome kind of like little hotkey cheat. Hold your F key, or click it at least, and it'll snap stuff into position. Works super handy for doing kind of stuff like this, where it's like, oh, I need it to be perfect. I need it to be perfectly aligned. So we can do that right in there. And I'm actually going to have this be a little cheeky. A little cheeky. I watched Geekism's last stream, and the British mannerisms they're really coming to me, dog. They really are. Chuffed to bits about it, actually. Chuffed to bits. But yeah, Planet Coaster, guys. Oh my word, that game. It's insane how good that game has been to me recently. Like, I don't even care that it's not doing too good on the channel. Like, listen, I'm happy that I can post it and people will watch it regardless. Like, that makes my day. But that game, it has been so fun just to pop into there and make something. Whether it's like a little pirate build or like even just a theme park based around cheese. Like, it's always so fun. And yes, both of those are projects that I've been slowly but surely working on. And they are fun. So what can you do, you know? Alright, we have that right in there. I'm going to actually bring this right over. The music went out. That's kind of weird. Also, what is going on with this? This is a very strange setup. Yeah, where's my music? Excuse me. This is like the one time I use Spotify for this. And it's not really working too well. How do I like... Oh, I see. Okay, cool. I'm actually just going to go through here and add all of these to the queue. And that should work. Okay, cool. Sorry. I needed my constant stream of music. If I'm not building in Planet Zoo, I'm usually building with, like, brown noise, I think it's called. Not the brown noise that makes you poop, but, like, just brown noise? I don't know. It supposedly, like, has this magical effect, and I feel it, where it's like it helps you hyper focus. It is insane. Why don't I just select these? Am I dumb? I think I'm just dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay. But yes, I've been listening to that, focus frequencies, all of that stuff has been so helpful, like insanely helpful for basically just building in Planet Zoo. Like, it's actually scary how well it works. And Planet Coaster too, of course. It's very, very good. Alright, we are going to sneak these over. And I know it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot right now. This is going to help out so much in the end, just because it's going to save me oodles of work later down the line if I just do all this right now. So thank you for bearing with me. Alright. That's a nice kind of wide bridge. Looking pretty good. We are going to combine these groups, I believe, now. Also, why am I not building in pause mode? Like, come on. Amateur hour over here. I swear to God. Alright. I do want these. I forgot about these girders. The little undercarriage. Yep, only 3 of them. And then if we actually align these to something on here, I think that right there is going to work out fairly good. We just sneak these right under. And that way, we get this nice, even look. I think tuck that right under there. Oh, shoot. Have I been recording this? I have not. Silly old me. Okay. Hello. You're just going to bed, bruh. What? What? Don't go to bed, buddy. That's fine. This is pretty much a snooze fest at this rate. Alright. Son turned British. Oi, bruv. Innit, bruv? Annie, he shifts mods in and out, but this is not using them in this park. What was the question? What mods do I have? I can show you my OVL data folder right now. A lot of it is certain mods. Actually, I don't have any mods installed for San Cabrillo specifically. So yeah, that's the thing. I have a bunch of remasters, so I'm not... The mods that I do have installed, they kind of give away a certain little thing that we've been working on, and I don't want to show it off just yet, so you'll just have to wait. What a shame. What a shame. You have to wait. Alright. We need these little gutters. We don't know when mods are coming out. I do not. I do not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do have that. What mod pack do you recommend? Honestly, if you want to start using mods in Planet Zoo, just go and see what ones look best to you. Like, there's not a best mod out there other than, like, Axie, because you quite literally need it to play the game. But no. The mods I recommend to everyone are Planet Zoo Plus, Axie, Free Build, and honestly, people clown on it. But the time mod from Kai, like the kind of like slow down, speed up features, I use those like no one's business, but I use those to do my cinematic, so maybe it's just a me thing, but it's still it's so good. And like, if you're waiting for an animal to get delivered to a habitat, it's so helpful to have that. Like, it is very good. Alright, so we have this right now, right? We have this. This is our little, whatever you want to call this. I'm going to call this a template. Yeah, it's a template. We do need all of our pieces selected, though. So what I'm going to do with our template, I'm going to select all of that. And we should be able to take these pieces, too. Going to click the comma and then click X. That allows us to kind of work off of the grid. Actually, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. What am I doing? Okay. What I'm actually trying to do, I'm trying to line these up. So why don't I just do that? That's like 5 times easier. And then we can select that. I apologize if I'm not looking at chat too much, because it's been one of my goals to get this done before I leave. So, yes, I am sorry if you are trying to talk to me. I can pop back in for any small questions. You watched the tutorial? Great, Anne. Great. That's awesome. Do I play Planet Coaster? Do I play Planet Coaster? I do. It's such a good game. It's one of my favorites. Okay. So, Alberts. What we're looking at over here is this. It looks like the angles that we're really working with are only 45-degree angles, which I'm very happy about. So we're going to work on that. It's going to be peak. It really is. It really is. So, with our 45-degree angles in mind, we are going to make a separate... shoot. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan for this. I am doing all the boring stuff first. I apologize, but it needs to be done. So what I need to do, I need to separate that out from the group and rotate that 3 times, because that will get us a perfect 45-degree angle. And what I need to do, I need to basically make this fit in here. So I can remove that. And what we are going to do, I need the girder. I place it down. I remove that. I need the girder. I click X, and that allows me to be perfectly aligned. I can align that up right there. Then I delete it. We are going to do a lot of that, so I apologize. So let's just get rid of these pieces in here that we don't need. It could go a lot faster. In fact, yeah, let me kind of just do... No, I shouldn't. I really should not do that. That would be very bad. Let's actually just take this piece by piece. I'm sorry, it's going to be a little boring, y'all. We're going to go into this group. At least over here we can select multiple stuff. We're going to use right-click to kind of delete these pieces. And what I'm doing, I'm setting up a 45-degree angle. We're doing math. I know, I'm sorry. But we need to do this in order to make this angle look as best as possible. And because of that, we're going to need to get a little bit nitpicky over here. So I think if we kind of just align these up, tuck those in, that should be good, yeah. Now the undercarriage I'm not too concerned with right now. Oh no, fine. Fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, girder. I did not mean to place that there. I was like, done. No, not done. Okay, we need this girder. Any Pokemon fans out there? Am I doing wood or am I keeping the concrete? I am doing the wood. I'm doing the wood. I'm just going to have that be kind of like an overlay, though. I have a plan. I have concepts of a plan. Okay, we have that one. And this one's easier because we don't need to align it at all. We can simply just place it right in there. And from there, we can. And since we have angle snap on, we can simply place. I think we can place another right there. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I think this should be easy though, right? Kind of sneak those in. Ugh, fine. I'll do this the boring way. Alright. I don't mind if the crossover looks not terrible. Like, I just need it to read fairly well from below. We'll have foliage in the way and everything. I'm not too worried about that, but I do want it to at least give room if we do want to do some little undercarriage work on here. But if we kind of tuck that in right there and then kind of swoop that over a bit, that should be good. Okay, that is that part done. All right, all tour requests need to go to my email. Yes, please. Yes. I'm happy to do tours. I enjoy doing tours. If you say something in this chat, I have streamer brain right now, so I will not remember it at all. If you want a tour, you simply go to my email and you say, "Oh, sir, Mr. Leaf. Oh, gosh golly gee, I'm quite the big fan of yours. You know, I made this before my great goldfish Bubbly passed away. And now his dying wish was for you to tour my park. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness gracious." I'm sorry. Again, it's the streamer brain. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Can I upload a more up-to-date San Cabrillo to the workshop? Wow, James. You see, I would love to. You know, I would love to. The issue is, right now, I don't have any mods in here. And I do want to have the workshop version have all the necessary mods. Like, the aviary is completely gutted right now. So before I upload anything to the workshop, I will need to go through and re-add everything. The domestic dog isn't there, like the bat-eared fox that just got updated, by the way, thanks to Canu. Huge shout out to him. Yeah, basically, it is in... Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Like, look. Barely noticed that from down here. Yeah. I just need to take the time to actually do that. Which, again, takes a little bit of time. Leaf, you love... Ah, Jefferson, thank you. Thank you. Would I consider making more Planet Coaster content? Of course, buddy, of course. Would FlexiColor. The issue with Planet Coaster, of course, it's not really my niche, so anything I do in there, I need to make bigger and better in order to feel like, you know, it's kind of worth it for my content. I like this wood texture. Look at that. Not that it's all about the views for me. Again, like, I'm happy to do pretty much anything in this damn game. In any Planet game, really, any Frontier game. But, of course, like, you have to think about, would my time be better spent doing X or spending it doing Y? I need a fun kind of wood texture in here. What do the windows look like from behind? That looks the same. That's great. Fair enough, bro. For sure, for sure. I think after the gorillas are done, which, again, if you have not heard, that is my next plan for this park. Once the gorillas are done, I would love to update it. That would be my goal. All right, I do kind of like that texture. It is a little shiny, but I don't know, will we be able to get that to look good? Let's kind of play around with these colors. Maybe a little bit more on the brown side, a little bit more red. Okay, I need to consult the actual Alberts. Oh, actual Alberts has, like, different colors going on. Where did I move that file? There it is. Okay. Oh, so it's a little bit... Guys, I hate to say it. I think my favorite piece is going to come in here. I hate to say it. Also, this Spotify is pissing me the heck off. Can I... Oh, that's my stream. No, I don't want to change that. What the heck? Okay, well, you know what? Planet Zoo full playlist. Music. We're going to YouTube for this. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Planet Zoo team, for the songs of the summer. What a way to end the summer with a nice lo-fi lineup. Okay, can I make a foliage tutorial? You've seen one similar to Brody's, but you like my style. I think that would be super fun to do. I just, again, it's the time. I would love to do something, not Indian, I need Indonesian. I would love to do something akin to what I did for the Ultimate Entrance tutorial. I currently have, like, a work in progress, at least, for a aquatic one. But, again, that just needs more time in the oven. I need to sit down, I need to finish it. That's really my main issue when it comes to these little projects, is it's always time. It's always time, unfortunately. Hi, Leave. I'm such a big fan. Hello, Rex Gecker. Sure. Hello. Welcome. Very happy you were able to catch a live stream. Okay. I think this might be able to work. I was originally thinking the bamboo pieces, like those ones at the top over here. Where are they? Like these over here. Very good pieces. Not the best for flat surfaces, unfortunately. But that's fine. I'm happy with this, though. So, I think if we kind of just turn this a little bit, I think we can get that to look nice, or at least play pretty nicely. Alright, so I think, okay, we're gonna get a little cheeky with this. Since it doesn't really line up the best, we're gonna do a little technique I call the dip. It's officially copyrighted by me now. So the dip, you kind of turn it on one axis to get it to be kind of flush with the other side. And then I'm actually going to do that in a 180. And that way we have our little piece and it lines up very nicely. And we can actually push that over just a bit more. So with the dip in there, we officially have this nice kind of wooden texture. Really a big fan of the Indonesian set. This set has really saved my Planet Zoo experience. And again, you don't even need to use it for an Indonesian theme specifically. Use it for an African theme. Use it for a North American theme, because that wood texture, that is money right there. It is money. Leaf acting like Nintendo with the copyrights. Listen, there's no copyrights. I'm using Planet Zoo music. I'm playing Planet Zoo. That's how it works, buckaroo. Alright. Again, we're getting really into the weeds with this. I'm not really doing much layout filling out right now. Does that make sense? I don't know. But my main goal is to at least get this at least started, you know? Have the pieces be there, because once the pieces are there, the entire rest of the build comes together so easily. But it's just that initialization. Also, I gotta clean up that corner. Thanks a lot for distracting me, guys. But yeah, it's that little initial bit where it's like, oh god, I'm starting this all from scratch. But again, use blueprints, use kind of like anything to your advantage, and you will be able to build a lot quicker. And I mean a lot quicker. Alright, so that we are going to cover up by... what's that angle right there? So 45 divided by 2 is gonna be... oh god, my math skills are really on the clock over here. Oh no. Oh no. All the pressure is on me. I'm sorry. Okay, 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. Sure. So, I need 22.5. It's going to be custom. That's fine. Also, like, this isn't even hard to do. All you have to do is kind of align it. Can we talk about how Planet Coaster 2 has 1 degree angle snap? Like, as a builder, that is insanely good. Like, that is some good stuff right there. Okay. That's looking fine. I think we are going to use one of these cheeky little corners. Push that right in here. Oh, this is going to be a little difficult, because my original idea was to sink it to stop the Z fighting. But maybe we could do that. And that looks okay. I'm not disappointed with that. We have another one right over here. We're going to push that right into place. That's just a little bit of Z fighting. Ugh. I know Free Build has like a built-in hotkey to fix Z fighting. And I kind of asked for it too. But I just forget what the hotkey is, so that's kind of embarrassing. We're going to sink that right in here. And we are going to take this one over here. Again, this isn't perfect. This isn't like, oh, every single frame, every single like beam was hand placed here. I like doing that. It's not really my main style. It's not really my main style to go for. But I think all in all, that kind of sets us up very nicely. It's a very nice wooden texture on there. What up, him? How are ya? I can't. Oh, I just spilt my water. That's not good. It literally just landed right on my Switch. That was very... you're NBO on the Open Nausea Discord. Alright, I'll check your messages soon, I suppose. Greyhammer, those panels are the best. Making a slate roof with them currently. They really are. You have to go to sleep, James. I know it's already so late, but have a great night. Taking a little sip of water, don't mind me. How would... oh, I thought you went to sleep. How would I advise going about a big project like this? You know, if you asked me now, I would say don't do a big project like this, because to me, San Cabrillo, I love San Cabrillo, do not get me wrong, but San Cabrillo to me now, it's just a curse at this rate, because people are always asking me, where's San Cabrillo? Where's San Cabrillo? But I don't know. I much prefer my smaller projects. I think they're a lot more rewarding, because you can do so much in a short amount of time. And I forgot I need to do something kind of like this, but I could just do something like that. That works. But yeah, I would say, well, listen, I'm not going to stop you from doing a mega project. I got to remember the fence. Damn it. Oh, that's so sad. Thank you. Thank you, Line Rider. Thank you. It's not that I'm against doing mega projects, but I think you need to know what you're getting yourself into when you do get into one. But I would say the thing that keeps me motivated for this one is just you guys. So if you start posting it online, like if you have a project, why is this selecting the wrong one? Hello? But yeah, I would say start posting, whether it's a YouTube video showcasing your work or kind of like, you know, kind of like a forum post on the Frontier forums or something like that. If that is something that you would be interested in, that is my main advice, is just have someone or something kind of holding you accountable for it. Why are these different groups? They shouldn't be, right? I don't think so. But yeah, accountability, I would say, is always like the biggest issue, I would say, when it comes to it, because like, I don't know, that's really my takeaway. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. Good afternoon, Lyacon. Hello. Before I get distracted again, I'm terrible. I forgot to subscribe, and you've been watching me for 2 years. Oh my word. That's fine. Stay unsubscribed. I don't care. But yeah, accountability. That's kind of what holds me to the fire when it comes to San Cabrillo. For these 45-degree angles, you guys are gonna hate me. Why were they doubled? That's why. That's why this sucks. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Think of the piece count. But yeah, that's my takeaway. All right. I just want this done so I could move on to the fun stuff. Come on. All right, let's tuck that in there. I'm trying to line this up with this line right there so that it feels very flush. I should have separated that from the group because I'm going to need to go in and select all of these. And of course, I did not make it easy for myself because everything on here is doubled up. Like these beams across are, the vertical ones. I was like, oh, it's just not tall enough. What if I just increase that by a little bit? And I don't need these, which is fine. But don't tell me it's going to be doubled up again, please. It's frickin' doubled up again. That's fine. That's fine. Deleting them is easier. Deleting them is easier. All right. We can now shift that right into position. Position? Yeah. That's a word. Okay. Great, great, great. Again, I'm going to select all of these. And I will simply make these as the corner. Now, I do need it to be lined up perfectly, of course. Because once I do this, there's no going back. But that looks good. I simply don't care. There's a little bit of gap in between these. I'm going to put planters in there or something kind of like this. I might make smaller versions just so it's a little bit more tolerable, I guess. It's not a competition, but you've been watching me for most... Wow, okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my content over that time. What was your favorite leaf era? I'm curious. I'm also changing out the concrete on here just because it, like, I just need some more browns on this. And I don't think it would look too bad. I think it actually makes a very nice kind of contrast. Trying to match this brown a little bit. That's a pretty good one. And of course, for some reason, Planet Zoo has not been saving your last use FlexiColor values, which is a shame. I do show stuff off on Discord, mostly the ZSH channel, but not promoting. So you do have that benefit. Yeah, like, honestly, make what I've been finding. I have not used this feature much, but in Bro Nation, which is like, you know, it's the creme de la creme. It's the creme de la creme. It's where the best hang out. It's basically a realism Discord for Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. And a lot of the people in there have threads. And if you haven't really messed with the threads in in Discord yet, it's just like, it's your own little forum area. And it's very helpful. So if you want, you can probably look in like Masked Bandit's descriptions of his videos for a link to Bronation. I find that Bronation is incredibly helpful when it comes to just not even just promoting your stuff, because like I don't care about the promotion aspect of it. I care about kind of like the feedback element of it, and I think that Bronation does so well with that. You always have people who are always so excited to kind of like not tell you, but like to help you become a better builder. And I think that is just so cool to have. Shoot, I forgot about those little barriers. That's not good. Let's take all of these. We are going to simply raise it. That's better. Okay. So at least that is lined up. What I'm going to try and do... There's really no invisible curbs, right? That's Planet Coaster. Shoot. Okay, I don't hate that brown, though. That's not a bad brown. Oh, this... I don't know. This is going to be weird. Bronation community is so goated. Agreed. But getting heart reactions on Discord fuels you. Yes, I agree. I agree. It's always so helpful. And, like, I don't know. Like, part of Planet Zoo, the joy of it, for me at least, is there's always going to be a community where it's like, hey, like, look at what I built. And people love that. People, like, love to see what you have made. And that's just always so cool. I'm worried about the functionality aspect of this, but I think there's going to be ways to tinker with that later, so I'm not really too pressed. What I do want to do, though, is line this up. I think this can be a pretty cool little area. So my idea for this, I think we can do something very cool with, like, a big tree in the middle. I think Boo. Boo. Because San Diego has some very big trees. It's kind of crazy. But that's a really, really cool kind of motif to have, especially with the tower in the back. Like, that is awesome. And I think, oh, look at that. That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to place this in the sky. Hi, Anne. Hello. I'm trying to make it function. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, Lion. Lion Rider. We'll see about that. Also, I need to actually save these. So, we do want to make this functional, yes. I think the cool thing about the restaurant system, though, is that it doesn't need to be functional paths. It just needs to be functional, what do you call it? Tables. Which I think we can make those work. There are a bunch of big ones, but I have plans. I have plans. What I want to do over here, though, I'm keeping this one kind of open on one side because I want this to be a staircase. Just so that we can get a little bit of elevation changes. And I think if we line this up right over here, that might be cool. Ooh, I'm gonna need a 90-degree turn too. But I think a 90-degree turn, all I would need to do is kind of just like this. Kind of playing around with this right now, please forgive me. Please forgive me, guys. I'm building in my own zoo. I'm sorry. I think lining that up right there. Okay. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but I think all we really need to do is let's start deleting from that corner back there. Ooh. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, that doesn't look good right there, but honestly, we can probably work with that. All right, girder. Hello, girder. Hi, Leaf. Are you excited for Jurassic World Evolution? I'm not gonna lie. Planet Coaster stole that little excitement out of me. I am excited for JWE, do not get me wrong, but I've been playing Planet Coaster like a madman, and between that, between Zoo, and between Jurassic World Evolution, I'm worried. I'm worried. Because I'm gonna want to play all these damn Frontier games all at once, and it's gonna be such a hassle to kind of like go in between them, because the thing that sucks especially is that all of them are great in their own reasons. So when I say that, for example, Planet Coaster, it has scaling, which is great, and so does Jurassic World Evolution 2, or 3. Planet Zoo does not. So it's kind of like, oh man, if only I were playing this game or that game. But then Jurassic World Evolution has like the beautiful new waterfalls. They have like all this new crap. That just seems so fun. Like, oh my word. But yeah, I'm excited for it nonetheless. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun rollout. I think what I want to do with this little section right over here is, well, first of all, I can actually get rid of these because we don't really need them. But I think, oh, can I get rid of that wood? I cannot. What wood did I get rid of? I got rid of it on these. Okay. I just don't want to get rid of the girders. That's all I care about. Okay. That's good. I can delete these pieces. Cool. So yeah, I'm basically just making a right angle over here just so I can easily make that a modular piece later. And I don't know if I actually have this bridge set on the workshop, but if I don't, you guys are gonna be in for a little treat with that. I'll find a way to make those corners too, kind of like those right angles and stuff, a little bit better. But for the time being, I think that looks pretty fine. Oh, you got jump scared by an ad. I am so sorry. I got kids to feed, man. Also, I did something very good for you guys today. I did turn the ads to be like infrequent or whatever. Like, I forget what the actual setting was, but it was like the lowest one possible. Just because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even make enough money off of streams anyways. And I just want us to have like a good time over here, you know? Let's change out the grids. Alright, so I'm putting my finger on the screen right now. And I want it to be right there. And I think that right there as a cheeky little elevation change is going to be good. I also had like a huge Sims 4, I don't know what you call it, like a good 2 weeks hyperfixation, that's it, where I was just watching Sims 4 content And I think I got a few of the vernacular things out of there too, where it was like, oh, I need a cheeky little drawer right there for my little sim. Yeah, that's been that was a fun week right there. I got the Sims again right before the new pack dropped too, which was very fun. The amount of detail I put into my builds is inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I really try. My level of detailing, I have a realistic approach when it comes to it. Ooh. I want to do something right over here. I want this to be even higher. So yeah, I have like this pseudo-realism when it comes to this game. I try and make stuff as detailed as I can. That's getting a little bit too big though. I don't know, I kind of want it to curve. How does the actual one look? That's my thing. So it does look a little crazy, but you also have it going down that way. You have it kind of continuing off this way too. There's a big kind of like section right there. Maybe this could be the big section. I am not on Twitch, I'm sorry. The purple platform, as some people like to call it. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of, well, that platform. Just because I find streaming on there just a little bit more difficult. If I wanted to, like, get into streaming, and I mean really get into streaming, I mean, like, clear content schedule and everything, maybe I would consider it, but, I don't know. I don't know, Luigi. How does that look for a corner? Does anything need to really be cleaned up? I guess it could. I don't like that right there. I'm gonna just sink that in. See, I do like this though. So I don't know. Maybe I can. Ooh, yes. Okay. That's good. Because probably there'd be a lot of water in the corner, right? That looks pretty good. Okay. I'm happy with that. We can kind of turn that in on itself. Kind of raise this a little bit. It'd be so much easier if this were kind of like a grid-oriented build. But I think it's just so unique that the grid would not be any help at all in here. I do want to get rid of that, though. Ooh, this is going to be a little difficult. I think I might do a different floor up here anyways. And I might just do that right over, like, on top of it. Because I don't see a world in which we're actually able to make that look good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna move this over here. Now, I can actually delete that because that's the only grid piece in there, and that stops us from grouping it. And from there, we can actually go in here, change the grid size to be extremely minimal. And the grid size does not even work out, so I turn the grids off with free build. And yeah, I have a plan for this entire middle section. It's not gonna look good right now, but I think that right there is good. And like, even that goes up 1 meter right there. I might even raise it another, but from afar, that does so much than it just like looking 1 meter smaller, right? And I think I might even raise it again. So let me actually go back on the grid. I'm going to go down here. How many steps? First of all, I'm using this as a way to kind of judge how high I want it to be. I love how colorful your builds are. Thank you. Who said that? Gourmati Grevel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always try to make my builds stand out. I'm not sure if I have kind of like a motif that I'm known for. Do I want it even taller than that, though? No, I think that's fine. But, yeah, I always try to make it stand out just a little bit. Because, of course you do, right? You want your build to stand out. You want someone to look at it and be like, oh, hey, Leaf is at it again. Like, Caesar has his own, Rudy has his own, ZSH has his own. I'm really liking this. The issue is, we just gotta figure out how to make it look good. Because I need it to be big. Where's my single one? There we go. All right, we can come right in here. We can sync these ever so slightly. So yeah, it is almost October. September kind of flew right by. Did everyone have a good summertime? I didn't really have any summertime streams. I think the last stream I did for the desert one, Santa Fe, yeah. Did y'all have a good summer? Y'all travel much? Oh, yes. This is going to be good. Watch this. Watch this. I didn't even get to travel much. I had my bachelor party where we went to Florida. That was very fun. That's how you guys got the influx of Florida Zoo Tour shorts. Those were so fun to put together. Oh, man. But besides that, I've been way too busy to travel. That's really the kick in the pants right there. Did I even? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't even need that there. Because I want to do this custom anyways. But yeah, besides that, I have not had the time to travel. I've been scuba diving though. I think in the last stream I mentioned that kind of like offhandedly, but I've been on at least like 6 or 7 dives now. 6, 7. I'm sorry. If anyone has like kids or works with kids, they know just how annoying that is. So I apologize on that. But yeah, let's actually get rid of all of this. So yeah, I've been really just trying my best to keep myself busy while staying home. But we have nice trips planned. The stream is a great way to unwind after my end of test unit yesterday. Congrats! I hope you studied well. Hope you did well on the test. Right, we are simply getting rid of the entire undercarriage over here. Because, like I said, I want this to be custom. I want this to have, again, a unique look about it. Because that's a thing you'll notice once I pull up the image again. It feels very, very varied. There's a lot of variety, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go and do this all custom. But yeah, there's a lot of variety in the actual Albert's restaurant. Oh, Madon, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, that's fine. We can clear that up. I have plans. But yeah. Rick, you didn't know it deletes your messages? Why? Oh, that's funny. What did you do, Forge? Did it report, Ricky? That's funny. You should always do that. Kid's a menace. 6, 7. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm kind of just cleaning this up right now. If you just tune back in, and I at least want to get some groundwork done on the gorillas. I'm probably not going to work on their habitat today because like this seems so much more fun. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't think I've built a real restaurant in Planet Zoo using the actual restaurant. Actually, I have. But, like, that was like a grab and go in the Santa Fe trail side, right? Yeah, that doesn't count. No, I want to do, like, a gourmet restaurant. Well, no, I did... Well, technically that was collab, but I worked with Forge and Stoppable San on Mbembe. Man. Where am I from, man? I'm from New England. I'm sure if you watch my videos enough, you'll be able to figure out where I am from in New England, but that is all you're getting right now. Just because there's some real weirdos out there. From the tree, what about the tree? Do I have any pets? I do. I have a little dachshund. I need to feed her in just a little bit, but we can do that soon. All right, I need to clean up these corners just a little bit more. Because I do like those edges right there. I do like the edges. I just got to... That's a Jimmy Buffett reference. I didn't even recognize I was doing that. Yeah, custom floor. Okay. On your end, it says, yours is first. From the tree. What? Oh, leaf is from the tree. I get it. I get it. That's funny. Do I want your gourmet food props? I would be down. I think by the time I actually work on this, though, and, like, get done with it, I'm not even going to remember them. So, feel free to... Yeah, sure, Rick. You got it. Stone, flexi color. No, I would appreciate that, Rick. What am I saying? Of course. Just remind me to actually put it in here. I do plan on streaming this again once, like, all is said and done, once I'm back, once I'm feeling rested. Maybe even next weekend. Who knows? But, I kind of like this texture. I hate these pieces, but I love this texture. You're my Planet Zoo inspiration. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to hear that. Stone flexi color. I'm trying to think of, like, good pieces that would be because, like, I don't know, maybe we could do something like that, but those pieces are terrible from a distance, and honestly, I'm kind of building for a distance anyways. Yeah, let's look at what the real Alberts has. They have this nice, beautiful kind of, like, laminated tile. That reminds me of, like, every grandma's kitchen or, like, bathroom in, like, New England. Like, that is the laminate bathroom tile. Albert San Diego Zoo. I'm looking up some image. Yeah, the garlic bread is the first thing that comes up. That's funny. So Albert's, I see the wood floors. I'm trying to see if they have that kind of, like, beautiful laminate tile. Because I would love to make that. Like, that's good. Am I supposed to be leaking? Am I gonna bring back Los Monsteros Zoo? This is Los Monsteros Zoo. I hate to tell you. But this is what that damn park was meant to be. Oh, with the waterfalls, the treetop dining. Oh, man. Okay. I was working on the side. I'm sorry. So, I need something with texture that won't disappear from a distance, that has that kind of, like, laminate kind of look. Let's start looking. Like, does anyone know what I mean? You'll allow him to slightly leak? That's funny. Maybe I will at the end of today if you guys want me to. Because it's probably going to come out next weekend. I would love for it to be the weekend after, but honestly, if it's already done, it might be next weekend. Do those fade away? The color stays. If only there were, like, a bigger version of that. Like, this, that kind of, like, cross texture. I kind of dig that. Like, doing something like this? I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Give me 2 seconds. The food might look like it's burning, but trust me, I'm cooking. Okay. So we have that. Now I want those little things to be a nice kind of like orange, right? Because we need some of that. We're going to have a lot of greens up here. We need to play around with those colors. Why you can't flexi-color those as a group together, beyond my belief. What does that look like? Okay. It's like when you finally have a good idea. Okay, it's a little bit more tan. Those dark oranges in the center. Okay. I think that's a decent enough tan. And that. And that. That is kind of what I'm going for. Will this work, though? Will this work? That's a real question. Alright. I need this, too. It's not in the group. That's great. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be good. Twilight could also work. We're gonna try Twilight if I'm not happy with the result of this. But this should be easy. Just duplicate on itself. Don't mind those little gaps in there, because we're gonna iron those out. Okay. It's just a proof of concept for now. But I kind of love this. Oh my god. This? That's a fun... Okay. I may just be biased over here, but please tell me how that looks. Hello, Andy. How are you? Because honestly, like, looking at it from... I think we can work on, like, the spacing of it a little bit more. But I kind of like that. It doesn't really fade away in the well, really, you're not going to be looking at it from that far. You're only going to be looking at it from this far, and honestly, the sun isn't doing it any favors right now. And also, it's higher than you, so, like, why? Well, it doesn't matter. You'd personally prefer squares to rectangles, but otherwise, the pattern is nice. Brown looks a bit off. Yeah. Like I said, we can always work with it. The orange is mainly what I wanted in there. Okay. What do I have planned for the elephants? I don't. Elephants currently? Not in my thought bubble. I would like to build for them. I like, the thing that sucks is I have so many, like, different ways to take San Cabrillo. But I'm only one guy. But also, let's try the squares. I think that might be nice. Like, I would like to do Elephant Odyssey. I think that would be fun. But San Cabrillo, to me, has always been like, what if San Diego did this, but instead of, like, this, they did this? So, I don't know. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. So close. Oh my god. You're kidding me. That really sucks. What if San Diego became LA or Oakland? Hold on, I'm not too well versed in the zoo community anymore. My Thuzy side has kind of taken over. I'm like Venom. Is that because they got rid of their elephants? Do I understand the lore correctly there? Oh. Oh, that is so much better. Thank you, Mr. Lion Rider. You have saved San Cabrillo. Alright. Rick, I will play around with that brown, though. I do trust your judgment. Give me 2 seconds, though. Also, change that out. Okay. Oh my word, that is so good. Like, that is the kind of like good kind of tiling I need on here. That looks fire. Alright, what I do need is a nice 4 meter, 2 meter piece of wood. I miss this. This is what I need in Planet Coaster. It's the search for wood, search for 2 meters. That's what I need. Because that game is incredible, except for that one stupid thing. And a bunch of other stupid things, but hey, what can you do? Alright. Sync those ever so slightly. And that is looking fire, I might say. Maybe we can have that be the same on here. Rotate those just a bit. What I'm actually going to do, though, I'm going to separate these out. And I'm just going to use that as a way to... Wait, why did I do that? I don't even need to do that. All I need are these. Okay. Can combine these with that. Very inspirational. Very. Okay. Someone remind me at like 6:15 to feed my dog. Because if she does not eat, she will eat me. Okay. That's good. Again, disable climbing. We do not need that John in there. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Now, we can repeat this on itself. Oh, that looks good. I think... Oh... Just barely. Wait. I could just overlay these a bit. Yeah, you can barely tell. Okay. Look at that. A huge thank you to you all for helping me with that, because that, I really, really, really want to do something like that. That looks so pretty. Alright, can get rid of these. Get rid of that one too. Alright. That is looking good for kind of like the main eatery area. If I get a darker brown, it'll look richer from a distance. I think that's kind of what I want. Ah, damn it. Let's combine you all. color selector. Very good feature. Feature we do not have in Planet Coaster 2. Okay. Oh man, look at this. There's so much progress in here so far. That's very good. Okay. So, we have a lot of this done so far. We do not have the actual restaurant. And that is very scary. So, I think what I'm going to do. So, here's what I'm working off of. This is Albert's. Aw, damn it. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. But this is Albert's. This is the pretty, tropical, treetop restaurant. We're gonna try and mimic where these buildings are. I think this is supposed to be a QSR, but I could be wrong. That's fine. Okay. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna put this on my side. And we can go ahead and get started. There's like this big L building. What does the building actually look like though? That's the thing. What color is it? Oh, it's green siding. That's great. That is great. So. Oh, here we go. We're doing this custom. I'm sorry. I love how I'm annoyed at giving myself more work to do. Make it make sense. Okay. So, with that being said, great. We're not done. We're not even close to being done. We have those. I should have been doing 2 meter. That's fine. That's fine. We can go right in here. What pieces was I using? I was using these. Was I using those? Huh, I guess so. They don't look the same. That's fine. Yeah, change these out for green. How am I looking with the lo-fi? I'm going to start it over. Sorry. If you were really looking forward to that last song, you can get it on YouTube. It's for free. Okay. I'm doing it, y'all. I'm sorry. This is one of the most insane things I have done in this park so far. But frankly, I do not care. It's gonna look good. So basically what I did, I made myself a little modular set. I am making custom shingles for the walls. I'm going to bring up the green a little bit, make sure that it plays against these colors fairly well. And yeah, I would say it does. So, I'm going to actually do this. Do this. Have that be back there. And I'm going to do another one right down here. And this one, 2 meters. Switch that out. Okay. So we have our fence set. Or building set, I guess. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to make this as easy to work with as possible. So, in theory, my M key would work. Gonna line this up. Right there. Perfect. Okay. I want this to be a 2 meter kind of 45-degree angle, so I'm gonna split that up. I'm gonna change that to be 45 meters on a slant. maybe it'll line up with that. I don't know. I have never worked like this before. And you're going to play Planet Zoo. See ya. Have a great one. Have a great one. You like this architectural trope. So good for making blinds. Agreed, Rick. Agreed. It's also very good for making beautiful, beautiful little buildings. Alright, so I think in theory, we can honestly extend that out by 1. Wish it actually aligned to the grid a little better, but that is a-okay. Gonna put that right there. Sneak it right there, sure. Alright. I need to also take one of these. I'm gonna put this at 0.5. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I need to keep this grid here. If someone sees me move these away, please yell at me, because that's gonna be bad. We're gonna change this out to be 45 degrees. And the way that I'm going about this, it might seem a little silly that I'm doing this with like, oh, if you're doing it like this, then how are you gonna, I don't know. I'm doing this so I can have good looking windows, good looking doors, etc., etc. I only need that one. And with these, I can change that, 45. And I think if we actually tuck it in right back here, that should be good. Okay. This is going to be good. Hello, Stonecutter. How are you? Yeah, I apologize I'm not too chatty on the chat side of things today, but once you have like a good idea in this game, it's hard to stay focused. I can tell you that much is very true. Right, so I want to have this come out here, and I gotta think about how we're gonna plan the inside of the restaurant too, because of course if it rains or something, we have to keep in mind guests don't want to get wet. I'm actually going to be placing walls wherever the doors are too, and we can just work those in later. Goodbye, Anne. But yeah, I think that could be a nice little kind of like area to sit, I suppose. Tuck this in right here, and I'm building right over my stuff. That sucks. I'm keeping everything on the grid, again, just so that if I need to go back to it, it's always there. I saw a recent video by Geekism, or Jaunty, that kind of talked about how building interiors first, then building out is the way to go. And that I completely agree with. I cannot do. Like, that is the biggest thing right there to me is I want this to be 45 degree angle. How are we going to do that? Tuck this right here. So yeah, building out instead of building in allows you to make the interior that you actually want, but building out first before you build in, you're constrained. Now, I think I'm capable of kind of working around that. Like, let's just say I need my guest for scale. I need my peep for scale, sorry. Like, this is a person right here. And the way that I see it, if there is like a person right here, they're probably sitting at a table like that. That's my free build acting up for some reason. And if we have that, right there, and right there. Like, those are all kind of like seating areas. We can make tables around those. And I think this for dining space, maybe just a little bit over here too. That's going to shape up very nicely. I'll keep them there. Etho from Hermitcraft, is that you? What? Oh, hello, T-Rex. How are you? I didn't see you there. We are building. Well, first of all, we're building for gorillas kind of like over here. But before we do that, we are also building the restaurant. It's currently unnamed. I do not have any names planned for it right now. If anyone has suggestions, let me know. But yeah, it's going to be the prime eating establishment of the San Cabrillo Zoo. Alright, I want big stairs over here. Delete that and delete that. So that way, yep, there's just those pieces in there. Good. Okay. I'm going to make stairs later. I'm not really too concerned with them right now, but I think that's going to be pretty fun. Kind of continuing the layout up here just a little bit more. Lining these up nicely. And whoever brought up Hermitcraft, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Now I know what to watch later. I am dating myself over here, but anyone who was in the Minecraft kind of like, I don't know, back in the day, I'm talking like 2012 and stuff. Mindcrack. Those were the days. Those were the days indeed. That was a fun kind of like server group right there. Ooh, I'm just noticing that these aren't really lining up too well. How did that look down here? How'd that do? That looks good. Why is it being initiated? Oh, because I did this. I didn't go like that. Wait, did I? No, I never went like that. Okay. Well, regardless. I don't think you guys will care. That's a-okay. What I do want to do is maybe a right angle right there. And if you're just joining over here, I've kind of spent the first major chunk of the stream planning this out. Not really planning it out, but getting my pieces together. I usually build a lot more kind of like chunks at a time. So you'll see me doing a lot of prep work on a habitat or even just like a build like this beforehand where I'm working on getting the bridges to look right or getting like the platforms to look right. And then once everything is all set, once my blueprints are all kind of assembled, it's easy for me to just pop in here, even if I'm not recording, even if I am recording, to go about and kind of just place stuff down. And it just works out so much easier. Have a good night, Quentin. You model your indoor areas using primitive shapes first to build for the scale. That's smart. That's very good. I respect that. All right, so we have that. Because the thing about the kind of like Alberts in real life is it's such a mess in terms of the pathing that I really want to kind of encapsulate that. But that is looking good. Once we have the building back there, this is really, really, really going to stand out. But to do that, we kind of got to build it first. So let's go back over here. We're going to continue kind of placing down our stuff. These are all full pieces. Now, that's for the dining area. That's all good and dandy. But I got to think about, oh, what's the kitchen situation going to be? How's the deliveries going to work, you know? So I think having this have a nice big dumpy back here is going to be good. Maybe another kind of like extra 2 bits for restrooms. Can you tell I've been playing The Sims? I'm like, what would make this build look the best? So we got this over here. I will need to split it up from the group though. That's the thing that sucks. Everything on here, it's going to be so close to scale, but it's not going to get there entirely. And that's what sucks. Scale meaning the grid. But that's fine. We work around that. Levi's World of Animals. I don't know if I said hi. I said hi in my head, but I'm saying hi with my voice right now. Hello. Alright. I think that should work. Alright. I think if we actually kind of tuck this in a little bit, that's good. We can cover up that corner later. But that is what our building shape should be. I'm actually going to go through and delete all of these. Except for one, because I still need the grid. So if we kind of get rid of all those pieces in here, we will be left with just one big thing we can kind of copy over and over again, which is going to be so helpful. And then we can worry about kind of like, okay, we're keeping one, right? I'm going to keep that one. We can worry about windows, doors, and stuff later, but I do need this in here. This is the restaurant piece. This came with the Europack, I think. I don't know. I think I will kind of tuck this in right back here, though. I'll have a kind of like secondary entrance. Just because out here it makes more sense rather than kind of wrangling the paths. But that being said, we can delete that because we still have our grid in there. And now we have all of our things in here. Kind of group them all together. And I still have grids over there because we got to do a separate building. Because that's what the real San Diego has. The main element of Albert's is 3 layers. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I can see how I can make that work. I can try and do something down here. And I think that will actually help us kind of expand the zoo a little bit because we do need a little bit of that action. And maybe we could cut this in half and be that right under. I don't know. I think having paths be directly over them, that's not going to work. But I think we can make that work. No worries on that. I do need the grid. I was so excited. I was like, oh no, we don't need it. But no, we actually do. I need Indonesian, maybe stone, I guess. All I need is a grid piece. Okay. Gonna reset my grid right there. Cool. So, with that being said, we can separate that now. And I'm actually going to just copy this and place it all the way over there, just in case if this does not work out. But from here, now that we have our grid, we can do this. And we have our perfectly sided building, which is very cool. Now, Albert's, luckily, it seems to only be one floor on like this top layer, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about doing like, oh, what segment is going to be kind of like elevated. They do have kind of square roofs, which is very helpful, so we can worry about that too. But pushing all those to the side, I think that looks good. Now I am going to take a little bit of a leafy inspiration. I'm going to look for metal. No, plastic. Plastic, Flexicolor, 4 meter. So there should be a good piece in here. Maybe, oh, maybe. I kind of like, I wasn't going to go for it at first, but I do like how the gutter pipe looks. And I think gutter 2 meters. Just as a way to get a little bit more siding, I think that might be good. Top layer is a quick service, middle is the restaurant, bottom layer is the kitchen/maintenance area. That is good to know. I hear you. I understand you. This is this is the part where San Cabrillo can differ. And I'm able to take that because I'm able to be lazy in my own park. Alright. I want like a nice gray. I don't want white, because if you do white, it looks too bad. Like, it looks jarring. I need like a nice gray. I like those letters. They line up very nicely. So we're doing A5. That's good. I like that. Again, this episode today, or this live stream today, is going to be a lot more prep work than anything else. I would like to outline where the gorillas are going to go. Also, that was not even at all. Come on, game. So yeah, I would like to outline where they're going. I think that episode is just going to be gorillas. I would love to get another animal in there. Like me, I think the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to line myself up with the gorillas, and then I could fill it out with the rest of the great apes later down the line. Like, that looks good. That looks good, guys. Oh, yeah. So yeah, line ourselves up with, what did I just say? The gorillas. And then in like an episode later down the line, if I'm feeling like a one animal episode, or if I'm like, maybe I just want to do like a speed build today, I can do the bonobos or the chimps or whatever San Diego has, and that could be done and dusted right there. Like, I think that's a pretty good layout. Could do the Taracos. That's true, Rick. Small aviary for the birds. I think that might be fun. Yeah, there's tons of things we can do. San Diego is... it's a big zoo. You got pretty much everything there. Oh my god, that looks so... Like, people... I understand. Oh my gosh, Kevin, thank you. Greetings from Germany. Could I do some videos about Prehistoric Kingdom? It's on my to-do list. It certainly is. I would love to jump into that game soon. I'm currently wrapping up some of my Planet Zoo stuff right now and kind of just trying to make a little progress right there. But Prehistoric Kingdom has caught my eye recently. I think with the like influx of Jurassic World Evolution, Prehistoric Planet, all that stuff, we're going to be in very high demand for some nice prehistoric action. I would love to get like Ford, San, and Line Rider on a project together for that game, because I can't hold myself accountable to build for that on my own, but I would absolutely love to do like a collab series in there. I think that would be super fun. But thank you again. That means the world. You did not have to donate. I'm doing these for fun, you know? You visit the Bronx Zoo last month, and the leopard in the habitat was closed, and I saw the saying clouded leopard was added, so they're still acclimating. Understood. Yeah, that was not a good leopard habitat to begin with. Probably for the best that they took them out of there. Sucks that you did not get to see the Cloudies, though. That's very much a shame. Were you able to go to World of Darkness, though? I myself have still not been able to go, just because, again, this summer has been such a whirlwind. Whenever, like, I actually did have a free weekend, I was like, oh, maybe I want to go. But I'd rather just stay home, because, like, the next weekend would be busy, etc., etc. But I really hope to get there soon. Oh my god, this looks so good. That's good. Yeah, I've never seen World of Darkness before. I know, like, Lion Rider has, Stoppable San has, because they were zoo people a while ago, you know? They would go to the zoo when it was open, but I myself, I've never seen it. You went to a Santa Zoo. The Santa... What is the Santa Zoo? I know you're probably just trying to say Santa Fe. but I like to imagine it's an entire zoo for Santa. Or it's a zoo in the North Pole. I swear, I already did this corner, though. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. But yeah, that's cool. I haven't even been to a zoo in quite some time. The last one I went to was Roger Williams, and I literally just went to see if I could see their new pouched rat. I could not see the pouched rat. I was in and out of there within seconds. Can I like that? How do I like that? I can love that. Cool. But yeah, I do plan... Well, I guess I did go to a bunch this summer in Florida. But I do plan on going to some more in Florida. Not sure which ones. Unfortunately, I have been bit by the roller coaster bug, so I would love to go to Tampa. But we'll see. We'll see if I can convince the lady. Alright. And we can just kind of delete that. Oh, we gotta tuck that in. That's fine. Okay. I'm liking that. Like, look at that. We have, like, such a good shell done right there. You have indeed seen the pouch rat. It is indeed a rat. What is the best zoo, in my opinion, over the years? I gotta say the San Diego Safari Park. People might say, oh, it's the zoo because you see more animals. The Safari Park is just so good, though. What kind of roof did I use over there? Metal clad. Metal clad. Such a nice roof. I would like to use like Zoov's custom one, but that's fine. I don't need to worry about that. Also, how do I... There we go. Alright. Yeah, San Diego Safari Park is my top zoo. Can I tell you facts about the Chinese alligator? It is the smallest alligator. That's it. It's just the smallest alligator. I don't really... My zoo videos, my Planet Zoo videos, the reason why I have so much fun facts is because I can look them up. I can be prepared beforehand. Unfortunately. You caught me off guard. I do not have any fun facts about the Chinese alligator. I think that's good. Oh, I got a piece in there. What can I use? I need like 4 meter. 4 meter. Maybe plaster. A 4 meter plaster. I need this to be flush with that. I think right there. Kind of sink that in a little bit. Like, that's decent. It's not my ideal look, but that's fine. Yeah, roofing is always an issue. Never really been a big fan. It lives in China. Hello, Kyara. First time here. Welcome. I hope you're doing good. Keep on seeing your name pop up in Bro Nation and stuff like that. Now we finally get to sit and chat. Isn't that great? You can see how the madman goes about his work. Alright. Fixing Z fighting, I just split it up from the group and that's it. Alright, so this is where it's going to be a little tricky. Because I would love to have this be nice and flush, but I don't know. We're probably going to need to do like a custom corner in here or something. Because, yeah. Oh my god, Kevin! Stop that! Stop that. No, I really appreciate that, and you have been enjoying my videos, especially the nostalgic ones about Zoo Tycoon 2. Yeah, listen, I love doing those. Like, those, it's always so fun to pop back into that game, because, like, there's always stuff to discover, right? Like, back in the day, when, like, I was making mods for Zoo Tycoon 2, or just in the community in general, like, people were making stuff every single day. It's kind of like the Planet Zoo community, but, like, there was something more magical about the Zoo Tycoon community, because everyone was doing it for fun. And, like, I can talk about the commission culture of Planet Zoo right now. I think some people, like, listen, if you get money, you are able to do whatever you want with your money. But honestly, commission culture in the Planet Zoo community has kind of soured my taste in modding just a little bit. Not to say that these people don't deserve the money that they get. Like, I think these are the top dogs out there. But, like, it's, I don't know. I feel like no one has fun projects anymore. I know they absolutely do. Monsoon has a beautiful, beautiful looking mod coming out pretty soon. But yeah, like, I don't know. Zoo Tycoon, it was just different. Remember to feed my dachshund. Thank you. I'm gonna do that in just a couple more minutes. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nick. All right. Oh, man. I think we can cover that up. That should be a decent enough angle where we can kind of cover that up. All right. I will... Oh, man. I wish we could just duplicate items like that. But... angle. As diff. So it's coming out soon. Monsoon. Where'd it go? How come I typed in San Cabrillo and it did not show up? So weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna cover that up. That's gonna be easier to do than kind of finagling with that. What are the best hamsters to find in Europe or Asia? I don't know. Don't ask me that. Stop. I don't have the answer to that. What do I look like? Who are you? Oh god, I kind of screwed myself with that. I needed a 4-meter wall for that to look good, but I don't know, maybe we can play around with different stuff, I guess. Yeah, I have a... Wait, there's literally a piece for that. What am I doing? I will be going to feed my dachshund soon, but I don't want to lose viewers, because you guys are nice. Will you guys stay? If I go, I can put on, like, this baby sensory videos or whatever. Okay, that's good. Can you guys even hear the music? I feel like I have not gotten confirmation on that yet. Am I ready to see the mute swan at the Los Angeles Zoo? No. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, well, we can clean that up later. You just messaged some teasers for the next project? Alright. I'll tell you what, I can put these on the BRB. Oh, but that's gonna be, like, look at that. That's what I wanted. I want some synergy between these two sides. Oh, God, I'm gonna need to decorate this too. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, I'm gonna need to steal some of that support though. How would I do that so well? Oh. Oh, thank you, me. I'm very smart. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's take that. And let's take this. Nope, I don't need all of that. I just need these. I am so happy with how well this bridge came out. I feel like I never do architecture like this anymore. Probably for good reason. Because, I mean, just look at that. That looks... It's terrifying. But yeah. Oh. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I never do architecture like this, and that kind of sucks, because I would love to do some kind of more grandiose things like this. This was fun. Alright, that's all set. I need this one, though. Alright. I never really made it clear what I'm doing with this. I am trying to snag these so that I can do supports beneath the restaurant. But I'm not doing full-on custom supports. I'm just literally copying these. And I think, yeah. That's good. So we should be able to kind of line these up. Like, right there. Oh, man. Listen, those Planet Coaster people, they are onto something. Custom supports. That's the way to go. That is the frickin' way to go. Let's kind of have this be center right in here. We can clean up those middle pieces in a little bit, but I want this to feel like it's really flourishing out of the ground. Maybe sync that back up. Okay. After I do this, I'm going to go feed the dog. Okay. Oh. Oh, baby. That is good. That is very good. Like, it feels so industrial. So let's sink this tree back down. What a good chunk of progress so far. Can I hit play? There we go. Okay. What? I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. What is this? That's the stupidest camera control. Kevin, thank you so much. And also, please stop. I really appreciate it, brother. I do. Save some for yourself. Save some for yourself. No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, everything. It's currently like nighttime in Germany right now, so I hope you have a good night. All right. I am going to be back. I'm going to be right back. But how can I do this? Image slideshow. Teaser. I'm going to do time between slides. Sure, whatever. Add files. We have a couple little sneaky bits. There you go. Sneaky bits. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go feed the dog. I'm gonna go like refuel my energy, and we're gonna try and finish like the layout of this, and hopefully finish the gorilla layout at least. I don't know. All right, see ya. All right. We are back. Let's hide that now. So, I'm gonna promote this a little bit. But yeah, that is the teaser. I hope you guys are excited. Yeah, it's fun. The video's around an hour long. But it's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be super fun. You guys are in for a treat. Trying to promote the stream a little bit more. Just because I want more friends in here, you know? Let's go in the Planet Zoo Reddit server. Sure. Oh, man. Hello and welcome back. How are you? I will need to go put my dog back on the couch because she literally has a panic attack if she doesn't. Also, yeah. Like, look at this. That is some delicious monsoon goodness right there. When is the video dropping? That's a damn good question. I would like for it to be in 2 weeks. I think this weekend we have a mod showcase. Not this weekend, next weekend, mod showcase. I have a couple other things, but that main video, fingers crossed, it is going to be... Yeah, what did I say? I don't remember. I do not remember. That's fine, though. Alright. Tuck that right in there. Yeah, like I said, I want to get as much done with this as possible. I'm having a blast with this little kind of area up here. I think we can just get rid of that. We don't need that there. Gonna separate this one out, actually. Metal clad. Please tell me it's not red. That's sad. Alright. Yeah, it seems like the stream is very, very behind. I don't know if that's a bitrate thing or whatever you call it, but a little bit of a shame. You guys aren't, like, up to the moment with me. What if something happens? What if the sky turns pink? And I'm like, guys, the sky turned pink. And you guys are all like, what? I don't know. I'm tired. Alright, sneak that in. What kind of animals live in Germany? Deer? Wolves? Wolves? Germany? Germany has wolves. Birds? Who can forget birds? Oh, dog needs to go back up. Alright, 1 second. I'm still here. I'm still here. I am still here. Alright. Animals that live in Germany. I don't freaking know. I have some popcorn. A little smart food. I'm a little hungry. I'm a little peckish. Alright, let's roll. We have to build this building. But my own boredom is getting the best of me. That's fine, though. We work around that. Need this right here. Wait, we have pieces for that, too. I'm forgetting how easy it is to build in this game. I always make it out to be like so much harder for myself, but alas. Yeah, this inverted piece. That's good. That's money. Alright, those are 3 pieces, those are 3 pieces. What I am going to do, I'm just gonna get rid of that. You re-downloaded Planet Zoo yesterday, Toilet Warrior, sorry. That's good. Angle 2, as diff. I should tour more Planet Coaster Parks. I really should. You see, I really should. Thing is, though, like, tours, I enjoy doing the tours because it's a fun video. I get inspiration. It's just like a really good way to kind of drum up interactivity, kind of like, oh, what's happening in Planet Zoo right now? They take so long. They take so long, and it's like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Because I enjoy doing them. But I need to make sure that, like, oh, okay, I need an hour out of my time to record today. Just to, like, kind of go about, but I also need, like, 2 hours to go through the video, edit it, etc., etc. And yeah, while they are easy, they are a beast. They are a beast. Were there any species I wish that made it into Planet Zoo? I would definitely say Kawadi. Kawadi is a big one. Big Kawadi fan. But in terms of other animals, I don't really care. I'd say Kawadi is the only one truly that I miss. But everything else, like, listen, all things considered, I play the game modded, so my experience matters, like, differently. Not less or more, but, like, I can always say, hey, I don't have a Kawadi in my game. Who made one? Let me check it out on Nexus. I can do that easily, but the way that I've always played Planet Zoo as of late has been, what animals do I have on my hand? And what can I do with this? It's kind of like, here's the cards I've been dealt. How am I going to make this hand work? And I just appreciate that mindset more because, like, it's more fun. It's more of a challenge. Like, when Twilight came out, that was, like, the first time that I've really had an experience like that, where it's like, okay, I want to make a park with all these animals in it. How do I get that to work? And it's the planning, it's like the theming, it's how am I going to make all these work together to get exactly what I want out of this game. And I love that. Like, that was always so fun. So truly, all things considered, it does not matter to me. But I'm sure to someone else, like, it is completely like a life or death situation that they get a Kawadi in Planet Zoo. Like, I can understand that. Kind of. But yeah. How would I feel if a Canadian animal pack got made indifferent? Like, it's the same thing too, where it's like, I am perfectly fine with anything. I just want to play the game how I enjoy playing it, and most of the time that comes down to making videos. So as long as I'm able to make a video on it and make like a fun park based around it, I'll be fine. I'll enjoy it. Yeah, that is just a little bit too crazy for me. You think Planet Zoo is done? I do too. I do too. I know people have gotten so freaking pissed over the years with like the, oh, Planet Zoo is ending, and then like the, oh, I can't believe people are saying Planet Zoo is ending, but like, can you blame me for thinking that the game was ending, like, at the times it did? Like, I'm very happy we got the support that we ended up getting, do not get me wrong. But Zookeeper pack, come on. That felt like a good ending pack right there. Even, there were some other good ones too. Like Europe. Europe felt like a ending DLC, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, where do you go from there? Obviously, we went all around the world from there. But, like, I don't know. So, yeah. Unapologetically incorrect. That's what I am. You don't think anyone should be blamed for thinking that Zookeeper was the end? Completely agree. Like, listen, I love this game. It cannot go on forever. And that's something that I feel like not a lot of people, like, not just don't understand, but don't want to accept. Like, I think, that's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad. All it just looks bad from above. I think that this game is one of the best ones out there. But, oh my word, I'm so happy it... Well, I'm happy that it's ended? Question mark? Because, like, if you go into Planet Coaster and you play that game, holy Moses, it's so good. It really is. It really is so good. That is awesome. I love that look. Okay. It feels like it went past expiration. They added extra packs, but didn't feel like they maximized. Yeah, I get that. Don't mind me. I just took a mouthful of popcorn because I need to min-max my eating on stream. Okay. So the thing about Albert's, we have these metal clad roofs, right? They have like these little turrets on the tops of these. And we're going to try and work them in. I don't know what to call this aside from Albert's. I'm trying to think of like a cheeky name. Now, our good friend Lion Rider, when he was working on his little San Diego inspired zoo, San Leon, such a good name too. He had Petit de Leaf. I took a screenshot, that's great. And I've loved that stained wood. Always loved that name. It was so fun. Alright. Putting these right in here. Ah, shoot. Did I separate these out? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Let's tuck that in here. Once I change this color, it's gonna come together so well. I mean, just look at that. And yeah, oh boy, we ended on Coyote and Bornean Pygmy Elephant, Saiga. Saiga was so funny. That was always so funny to me. But yeah. It felt like Planet Zoo ended a while ago, but it still kept on going. Not like that's a bad thing. Again, I feel like people really look into whenever I talk about the ending of Planet Zoo as like a really terrible thing. Like, I can't believe you're wanting the death of your own game or whatever. But like, games have shelf lives. Like, you can have a great game, but it still needs to end eventually. Like, imagine if, like, I was gonna say Animal Crossing New Leaf, but like, people consider that one to be better than New Horizons sometimes. So probably not the best idea. But we'll use it. We'll use that as an example. So like, imagine if you had to only play New Leaf for as long as you could. Nintendo kept on supporting it year after year after year. Wouldn't you be sick of that? Like, still on the same software, still on the same hardware, whatever. That would be, like, terrible. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boomer, but like, I kind of want Planet Zoo 2 now. And we probably will be getting it soon, which is interesting. Alright, switch these over. I really should be working on, because I don't think I'm going to be working on this for much longer. I think probably like another hour or so. But yeah, GTA is the best example. Like, people have played that game to death. Like, you look at Any Austin on YouTube, one of my favorite creators, and he's making videos about the frickin' power lines. Like, people are hungry for a new game at that rate. Come on. I think having that come out just a little bit more is going to be nice. But yeah, that's kind of my takeaway. It's not like a negative Planet Zoo has ended. It's a positive Planet Zoo has ended. You currently find Prehistoric Kingdom better in terms of content it gives to the players. Oh, without a doubt. I agree right there, Kevin. Like, that game, that company, that dev team is great. Like, they work so well together. They work well with the community. I've, like, worked with them before. It's just a great team they have over there. And plus, it helps that they're an indie studio, too. That's a thing that people sometimes forget about Frontier. They can have that kind of public appeal of like, oh, we're just this humble little company. Then you remember they've been in the game for like, this is one of the only times I'm gonna make it full, like almost full white. But yeah, Frontier has been in the game for years. They made Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Not 2. Tycoon 3. They made all these like incredible games from the past where, you know, it's just like insane, their portfolio, but they're still able to manage that like friendly, hi, it's your friendly neighborhood dev team over here, which is great. Like, I love that about them. It's so cool that they're able to get that to work for them. But people forget that, you know, they are held back by constrictions. They are held back by like the CEOs and stockholders and stuff like that. It's just important to keep in mind. Again, not like that's a bad thing. If anything, it's probably a good thing because more stockholders means better quality games. I'm not going to say the best, but it certainly helps, you know? Oh, this is going to look good, guys. This is going to look good. All right, let's push this back a little bit. I'm also going to repeat this on this end back here. Let's actually move that half a full grid. Or really 2 meters, sure. Okay. I always rotate my camera. People have pointed it out so much more recently, but I do that to get a better look at what I'm working with in my file. I apologize if you get motion sickness. That is entirely on me. I cannot compensate you for any medical bills, but you at least have my sincerest apologies. Yes, Lion Rider said it best. They had the blessing of revenue, but the downfall of corporate. That's the best way of looking at it. Okay, I'm not too... should I worry about this end? Because that's just going to be like commissary end back there. That's not going to be a big focus. But I want to have like this nice kind of big look at the top. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it, guys. You're so jealous of the good quality. You've got like 20 frames per second in that game. I apologize. I apologize. Sky high. Really, one of the best recommendations I can give you. Save up for a damn good computer. Or even just like upgrade it a little bit at a time. It does wonders. Like, I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I've been upgrading my computer every so often. Like, nothing too crazy, but just a little bit by bit, you know? It adds up, and you're able to do so much more in it. I'm putting this back down. Just want to see how that looks. Okay, so the tree takes away from a little bit of that grand reveal. But I like that, especially right over here. So if you do take the elevator up, love this custom elevator, it's awesome. Like, that is a hell of a view right there. That looks good. Would I choose to own JWE, PZ, or Planet Coaster? It is entirely up to what you like. If you think you can get more mileage out of a dinosaur game, I think the answer is relatively obvious, though Prehistoric Kingdom is there. If you like making zoos, parks, anything natural, Planet Zoo is there. Planet Coaster is fun, but I found you need to be into coasters and theme parks and really be able to have your own creative drive to enjoy that damn game. I think it's a damn good game, but a lot of that comes from what you're willing to put into it. That's the thing about the sandbox game genre, you know? Is these games are great. We've all loved them. Zoo Tycoon, Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, Roller Coaster Tycoon. But most of the enjoyment comes from your imagination and how much you're able to stretch that. And at least for me, I'm able to get by with it. You know, I can say, I have this stupid idea to make a park that is entirely made out of cheese. I keep on bringing up that damn example, but can you blame me for not? Currently trying to find room to incorporate a door in here without trying to remove half of the building back there, but that's fine. So yeah, it really comes from how much you're able to put into it. JWE is at least a little bit easier because like the habitats are a lot easier to make. You have like the foliage brushes and stuff like that. Planet Zoo, it's easy-ish, but do keep in mind this game is very finicky. It's very difficult to get some stuff to look perfect. I've been playing this game for at least like 4 or 5 years at this point, and I'm still learning new stuff about it. So it's really how much of a building player you are. Like, the management in these games is fine. It's easy to cheese. It's very easy to cheese the system, which is a good and a bad thing. Like, I'm not going to say there's a right way to play, but like, it's very easy to make money in these games. So the challenge aspect, the kind of economy aspect isn't really there. But the building's always there. Building's always there. The showcase element is always there if you have a bunch of friends who you want to build with. The collaborative effort is always there. But really, it's whatever you decide to make your game. And like, JWE people have turned JWE into like a hunting game. They've turned it into a golf game. That one was fun. And there's just so many more things that you can do with these games than what the surface level provides. That's going to be good. Am I going to be... are there any going to be enclosures around this valley section? I do have plans for pandas. Either right back there or right over here. When I start updating my PC parts, you intend to do that with your old PC. But by the time you need to upgrade, you needed a new PC. I started, like, a year into having my computer. But, like, you can start anytime you want, really. Like, nothing is stopping you. That's really my main takeaway, I guess. Like, look on Facebook Marketplace. Look on, like, Craigslist or something like that for just, like, used parts for sale. Because, honestly, I've had very good luck with used parts. PC Part Picker is like a really, really helpful tool for me, at least, as someone who does not know computers. And honestly, just get like a good computer guy. I have a great computer guy. He's one of the best in the world. I need my gutters. Where are they? And yeah, there's so many different avenues for you to take to make the most out of your computer. And yeah, like they are quite literally living, breathing things. You can upgrade them, you can have them do different things. And all that power is in your hands because you bought it. You own it. You can do whatever. I want to go up here and add this, like, I wonder. Can I do this? Yeah. Does that look bad from in there? It does not. That actually looks fairly good. So I do want this to be right in here. I think if we line that up... God, I hate the way that the axis works in this game. Oh, 0.5 meter. Okay, well I guess we're doing that now. But yeah, computers are always upgradable. It's one of the best parts about being a PC owner is you essentially have a lifelong unit in your hands as long as you upgrade it, right? Alright. Fun fact, you learned about Zoo Tycoon 2 through YouTube download showcases. Honestly, I used to watch those all the time. You thought it was this magical game where anything you wanted would appear in game. No, I wish. Lots of great people worked on those mods. And the game, too. Sam! Oh. Who talked? Oh. The Planet Coaster Zoo music talked. What are we building? We are building our treetop restaurant right in here. It is based off of Albert's at the San Diego Zoo. Also, I need to steal these. I need this. So yeah, it is based off of Albert's at the San Diego Zoo. And yeah, that is pretty much it. We're also building for gorillas soon, but I don't think we're going to get to that today. I would like to, but I think this is going to require a lot of planning on my end that I just don't have the willpower for right now. let's get to work on some windows. Will there be an interior in the restaurant? Yes. Yes, unfortunately. I say unfortunate. I'm excited for it, but it's just gonna be terrible to build. Let's make it a little angular, shall we? I'm doing custom windows in here. My goal is to get these to be able to be modular so I could place them anywhere within here. So I can tuck those right in there. Oh man, I forgot there's a whole other side to this. That's a shame. That's fine. We can just rotate it. But yeah, put them right in here. I think that's good, right? I'm also just going to separate those because I want to do the same on this side. So we can do this. Yeah, this is where I start to lose my focus a little bit. I'm going to start getting a little loopy soon. You guys don't want to see a loopy leaf. He's crazy. Okay, so that works, but I don't like how it lines up on the top. But that's fine. We can always change that. What animals do I have at the zoo? Oh my gosh, my friend. Oh my gosh. I have a whole series for you. Off the top of my head, we have cheetahs. We have giraffes. We just built 4 pandas. We just built 4 takin. We have a lot of animals. We have a lot of animals. Too damn many to count. But the entire series is up on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's a very good series. I made it with my own 2 hands and my toes, but that's fine. No one needs to know about that. All right, tucking these right up here. That's good. I do want to cover up that shingle right there though, so push that up. Now we do have the issue of these. So what I want to do is, since it's lined up right there, can at least use that to our advantage. Make sure it's selected to the right group. It is not rotated the right way, but that is a-okay. And honestly, that's fine. Don't tell anyone that I'm missing a few pieces in here. It's okay. Yeah, like that's good. It was just those main ones on the top that I was concerned with. Also, I forgot, we need glass. It's a window after all. Where are the good glass pieces? I hate these ones. These are too chunky. I like the modern ones too, but they're just, ugh. I mean, they're fine. Can get over it. Kind of sink that in a little bit, just so that it's being hidden. Alright. That's pretty good. How detailed do I want to make these? Planet Zoo soundtrack is very nice. I agree. That Aussie bloke, hello. Wow, but then how do you have solo people in my zoo? I actually limit the amount of people that can come into my zoo. You can do that here in guest settings. I have it down to 200 right now. I think the maximum, well, minimum that you can do in normal Planet Zoo is like 500. But I hate having a lot of guests in my zoo because it makes my game lag, but it also just doesn't look good. Like, I don't know. There's a ton of people over here for some reason because this is like the main event, I guess. But I don't know. I like seeing just a couple people. Well, those are staff members. And those are also staff members. Yeah, like right up here where it's like there's a couple groups of people in here and it looks good. Like, I like that. That's nice. Yeah, having a bunch of guests in the zoo, like, that is good in Planet Coaster, I will say, where it's like you want it to feel loud. You want it to feel bustling. Where's the fan? I love this piece. This piece is so good. But yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of fan. I'm using the fan piece. That's funny. Not really the biggest fan of having big, bombastic, kind of like over the top guest parks. I think it looks not the best. But don't let me stop you from letting guests in your park, because that's your prerogative, bro. Alright, I'm hoping that this is hidden by those beams, and yes, they are. So it's gonna look a little messy right now. I'm sorry. But we need these to be right in there. And right in there. And it's so stupid. It's so small. But that little bit, that makes me happy. If adding details to my windows is going to hurt you, then I am sorry. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I have something kind of like right down the middle here? Are there any good like window templates, I guess? Actually, this is pretty good. Like, I want something that feels just ornate enough, but not decorative, you know? So I think that kind of toes the line. It has the blacks from right there. I think that looks pretty good. Hello, Forge. Welcome back. You thought of a new pack idea. Critically endangered pack. Egyptian tortoise. Nubian giraffe. Black panther. We already have a black panther, brother. We already do. Northern bald ibis is cool. Sumatra rhino. I suppose that's cool. All right. That is looking good, though. Let's get rid of these over here. And we can kind of tuck this window in. Does this have everything selected? Yeah, it does. It's interesting. It doesn't feel right. All right. Get rid of that one. And we should be good. Okay. Okay. I really like this. Hello, Beach Mode. How are you? Guys, I am really liking this build. This just, it feels so good. It feels so nice. The interior is going to be a big hassle to work with. But I think, like, the best thing about doing full interiors with, like, working windows, you can look out, and it just has, like, this different look. It has this different context on it. 3 out of 10. Not enough animals. Listen, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. The best part about Planet Zoo for me, though, it's not even the animals, it's the building. I hate to say it. I like that. Can do a little flipperoo with these, Oh, that's good. That's very good. This is really coming together, guys. Was hoping... listen, Forge. I'm having too much fun being an architect. If this flag offends you, leave! I'm kidding. Please don't leave. I need you here. This chat's getting a little rowdy. Alright, those are nice and aligned. Simply moving it right over here to be aligned with that. Guys, I'm very happy with this. Okay, the roof needs a little love, right? The roof does need a little love, but this is shaping up very nicely. I do better than you because you don't use animals at all. Oh, that's funny. See, I would use animals if you could just place them in. The biggest issue about Planet Zoo is the way that they handle the frickin', what do you call it? It's like the trade center, and then it's all that BS. It's so annoying. I hope for the next installment of the game they do away with that, because that has truly been the worst thing to deal with for the past 5 years. Which is so crazy to say. Past 5 years. This game has seen me through so much stuff. It's kind of cray-cray. Forgot I used the spigots for these walls. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I don't want to select all that crap, though. I just need these. I don't know what I'm doing. I saw this and I was like, I need this. But where do I need this? Do I need this for, like, right down here? Like, it gives it a little bit more context, sure. Yeah, let's rock it. Alright, I don't need a lot, though. Maybe, like... Oh, what the hell? Sure. That works. Okie dokie. Leaf is building the restaurant from San Diego. Oh my god, it's Scott! Scott! Hi! I'm doing good, buddy. Yes, Rick is right. I am currently building the restaurant from the San Diego Zoo. It is called Albert's. Apparently, they have the best garlic bread in town. It was closed when I went. That's a shame. But, still got to see it, though. It's a very pretty building. Also, my hotkeys are not working. Like, my M key is not... Do you guys hear this? Do you hear my Not my do you hear my restaurant? Jesus. No. Do you hear... Okay, so I think the way to fix this... I just gotta type in there. That Oh, cool. It fixed it. Yeah, for some reason, Planet Zoo, like, has a fit whenever I try and look for that stuff. I don't know. But, yes, I am making the restaurant from the San Diego Zoo. Yes, it is coming along very nice. You ate at the restaurant near the koi pond. That's good. I kind of made that one. Where is it? Like, I started it. It's right back here. And, well, I guess I did make a restaurant before, but, like, look at this. This is bad. This is bad. I do like what I did for the floor, though. It looks like a very nice carpet. But this is bad. This is very bad. But, like, look at that. That's a context I like. It's just, like, you're in a restaurant. I don't know. It's cool. What is the name of the heart? Gerald's. Oh! 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 Gerald's. Oh, we're doing Gerald's. Okay, for context, for anyone new in, like, the past, like, 2 years, holy crap, that is crazy. Gerald was my harbor seal that I had for my ZSU Zoo. Hope Harbor Zoo. And he was a little bit of a celebrity. People loved him. He was the best one around. That is good. That is very good, Forge. Oh my word, ZSU. That is a little throwback and a half right there. Okay, first of all, concrete. I need actual good concrete, please. That's so funny, Forge. I am so happy that you brought that up because that is the perfect little name. Just because, like, who's Albert, right? Okay. God, I'm beaming right now. That made me so happy. Okay, this one is going to be just a little bit more difficult, but that's fine. Oof. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. But we do need that right now. What I'm doing right now, I'm kind of working on the foundation of this building. Just something to keep it aground. And give it just that little bit more context. Context is the name of the game here. Whenever you're building in Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster or anything. Just context for why stuff looks like it does. Why stuff is the way that it is. You know, if you cared about the lore. Albert was the name of gorilla at... Okay, that makes sense. But that also makes more sense because, like... That was probably their big mascot. Like, oh, this is our gorilla. This is Albert. But I love that so much. Okay. Excellent, excellent. I love this remix. This music always is so good. Right, this isn't as far away from the building as I would want, but that is totally fine. That is looking good. MCU, that's funny. It's like the Avengers. Yeah, that's close enough. This is good. This is very good. What I need to do, I want to actually get this functional. You guys are going to make fun of me for it. But that is a-okay. Okay, why are these the only restaurant tables out there? Like, that is so stupid, Planet Zoo. I'm sorry. At least they fixed it in Planet Coaster, but, like, come on. I'm gonna do like high tops too. But these are just to get butts in the seats, you know? Ah, damn it, that's right in the middle. But you know what? That's fine. Alright. Duplicate that, put them right there. I want these just a little bit over though. Oh, I double placed them. That makes sense. Okay. Look at that. She's shaping up, guys. It's a fine enough table, yeah. You don't recall ever seeing restaurant tables like this, right? Like, these are nice chairs and tables. Do not get me wrong. I kind of like that. And also, what color? That was a weird sound. I'm sorry. I do like the white. Let's maybe do that. I think that's good. Like, those colors are a little bit harmonious, I would say. Add the green umbrellas. Damn right. What do they call them? They're in facilities. Oh, I love these heaters. Honestly, no, we're putting them in. Because listen, even San Diego can get a little freezy sometimes. On a nice cool night. Canopy. Yeah. Stupidest name ever. I'm sorry. Alright. Heaters are in. Let's do a little bit of lore. I feel like we don't really have too much of that in here. Let's do a couple spares. Can you turn them off? Yeah. They're just such good pieces too. Like, they just look awesome. I was like, oh no. That little gap right there. I was very worried for a second. But, no. I just haven't made the stairs yet. Let's go for... yeah, kind of like that. Plastic color. Ooh, let's try and match the red up there. And we can do kind of like a nice boring gray for down below. That's fun. I like that. Well, listen, it probably gets cold in the winter time. I'm just having them there for fun. And also they look like, I don't know, they just help complete the look. Canopy. You see, I love the double look of these, and that's kind of what they have, but it's that stupid little nub on the top. I hate it. So I think we're going to go classic. Unless... the conservation looks so good. But... could go a little custom. I have a plan. Watch. This is gonna work. Crank color, sure. We'll leave that crank. Have I been to low listen, Mr. Line Rider, it is okay. I have not been to Living Desert. I hear it's beautiful. I hear it's really beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't really get out to the west too often. I would love to, but it's very expensive for me to get out there in the first place. And maybe we can lower this just a little bit. Oh, that's good. Chat, tell this man to remove the heaters. You cannot tell me what to do. Need I remind you, I am my own boss. I am my own agent. I'm the frickin' director of the zoo here at San Cabrillo Zoo. Alright. Those are all looking good. Lower them down. It's a good height. That's a good height. Oh my god, you guys stop gaslighting me. You need heaters. What if it gets cold at night? Who's gonna keep... Do you think the servers are just gonna come by and be like, ooh, oh, you're cold? Let me just give you a little cuddle. Let's just cuddle for a bit, you know? No, they won't do that. Because they don't get paid enough here. Yeah, that's right. We don't believe in minimum wage here at San Cabrillo Zoo. I'm sorry. But it's just how we operate. You sign a contract. You get what you get. Yeah, I needed a little something over here. Just because, like, I need to work on this entire area. I need to bounce just a little bit in between these things. Do I have the supports come all the way out, though? Well, I want to do, like, a walkway up here. Just because, as a joke, when I went to go visit the San Diego Zoo, I did go up this entire thing for the stairs, and it wasn't funny. Like, it wasn't for a bit, other than me being a dumbass and putting myself in more physical work than I really had to go through. But I can say happily, yes, I climbed these stairs at the San Diego Zoo. Stop, free build. Stop, step bro. Alright. I think that's good, though. And honestly, I was getting sick and tired of seeing that goddamn concrete monstrosity unobtrused by anything else. We need just something in there, you know? So, with that being said, we can select both of these. We can rotate them on themselves. It's going to be very, very piece heavy, but that is a-okay. Did I see the new Superman movie? I have not. Wait! I visited the San Diego Zoo. I never told anyone. That's crazy. The director of San Cabrillo Zoo has been suspended due to unreasonable spending. Listen, the heating budget has gone completely off the charts since I took charge. It's kind of crazy. You know, I don't have any special bins up here. Have I made, like, trash cans? So I have these, right? I have these. I like this style of trash can. I think it looks very good. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do, like, bin covers now? Also, pausing the game, please. I need to save on any frames I can. Unobtrused by the context. Listen. Fine. You win. They're gone. Enjoy. Sucker. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that too, Forge. Yeah, in case if people didn't hear the music, I have Christmas music. Like a very specific Christmas album playing by the entrance. And I've had that since I started working on this file, like, in the wintertime, like, 2 years ago. And I've not changed it out since. It's just part of the vibe now. What can I say? I just love Christmas time. What is your favorite holiday, y'all? What is your favorite holiday? I know some people whose is Thanksgiving because of all the food. Me personally, all our Thanksgiving food, at least all the good cooks in the family, they make the same stuff for Christmas. And I just find Christmas time to be better. I don't know. I like merriment. I like gift giving. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it. Now I could wrap this around and do some like custom stairs. I think that might be fun. I think Leaf in the future is going to hate me, Leaf in the past, for that. But that is okay. That is a-okay. You wanna know why? Because he doesn't exist right now. Does that look good? Oh, frick. That looks good. You're great at gift giving because you are a gift. Wow. Thank you, Forge. Turkey Day. People like Turkey Day. I see Halloween. Halloween is a good one. My family was never a big Halloween family, but my fiance's family is. And yeah, you can just tell the merriment around that holiday. You have to be like born into it though, I suppose. Are these not even? Holy crap, I don't think these are even. Yeah, one comes up just like a little bit higher. That's fine. Rotate it twice. Place it right in here. That... I'm kind of blushing. Like, this is fire. How long did it take for my skill to build up like this? I've been playing this damn game for 5 years. My original builds did not look good. My current builds, some might say, do not look good. But 5 years. I didn't really play much Planet Coaster. I played Planet Coaster for a little bit before Planet Zoo officially released, which was fun. But I'm not gonna lie, I was just making zoos in Planet Coaster before then, which is kind of funny. Do I want this to come in there? No, I do not. I want this to hug this corner. Let's delete this. That's good. And let's... There's another one in there. Hold on. How do I get the right one? There we go. Okay. Delete that. That's good. I want this to be nice and flush though, so I will be moving all of these pieces, which is kind of annoying, but that is okay. out towards yonder. And that way we can actually get some trees in here. Like, I'm thinking... Oh, yes. Yes, these beautiful palms. That is money. Oh, hi, Frazzle. Very nice to see you. I should add bushy-tailed Jerd. I really should. I'm very offended that that's not in Planet Zoo already. Should have been base game. I'm telling you what. At least we got the Himalayan brown bear. At least we got the Himalayan brown bear. Am I right? Looking at, like, any mentions. Put them in the ground. Someone did give me a tip for that, though, which is good. Sorry, I kind of get distracted sometimes. It's my ADHD. But, yeah. Yeah, I like this. This stupid little section is turning out very good. Let's delete that. I'll go through and work on details later, but I'm very satisfied with how well this has all turned out. Especially for making this all up kind of on the fly. This has been very fun. They should have had Brian from Family Guy to Planet Zoo too. Tell me about it. Okay, I like how that kind of comes around there. I think I might just have that be a fake out, though. Do I have, like, a cap piece? I do not. Wait, I do. It's this. And just sink that right in the ground. Listen, it's not the prettiest. It's not the greatest. But simply for the time being, it will have to do. Just because I want that area to be used, but I think having, like, a stairway right there, you can either have that come out right there, but that's going to be just a huge hassle to work with. Like, huge. That's all looking great, though. I'm happy with this. You'll have everything about this build except the color of the bridge's wood. Yeah. Kind of got a little too far in for that. I don't hate it. I'm not married to it. But, if I'm not feeling it later down the line, maybe I could change it out, but I think once I do make this feel a bit more populated, it's gonna even out a little bit, you know? Alright, I need this right here. And I need this one right here. Yeah, I don't know. I wish it were easier to just look at this and say, hey, change that color. But unfortunately, it's just not the world we're living in. Right, so I'm taking the one from the top. I'm doing a little switcheroo with these just because why? Why, Leaf? Why just because? I want these to be alternating. I want it to feel a little bit more dynamic. Also, I don't like how close that is to that one. And thereby, this one too. That's good. You know what you mean by that drummer, but... Drummer? Oh! Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Yes, that would be funny. But, like, it's also an easy way to include more species in a pack designed for something else. Like, I don't know. That... I always think that that mindset works so well. Because, like, it also highlights, like, issues in the world, you know? Like, invasive species. I don't think I'm gonna do much terraforming today, either. We're gonna need to clean this up for that episode, though. We're really gonna need to link that. But this looks good, I would say. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with this. And, like, even just looking at this from over here, let's take a look from our new area out at the rest of the zoo. You can't really see much. That's fine. That's totally fine. We haven't really built out here over yet. Built over here yet. But it's looking fairly good. What do you guys think? I do like Gerald's. I think that's going to be fun. I'll try and work on a sign for that. Let's get some. I want to get some windows in. At least make this look like a decent facade for now. Oh, did I choose the perfect amount to delete? That is quite good. Alright, we're going to place that there right now. And we're going to push this right in. And then we can kind of just push that over. That, oh guys, this is good. This is very good. All right. Let's keep going. We're almost there. If only the select tool would actually work fairly well. I have an idea. Let's separate this out. Let's separate these out. And we can kind of just work off of there. Now this one is a little bit of a tighter squeeze compared to the others, but that should be good. Yeah. Also, yeah, you're kind of looking up out of there. I think that's cool. If you're looking down into the people eating, that's going to be a fun little motif to have. Alright. Smush these over. And the siding doesn't need to be perfect. The imperfections are what make these things look good, right? I would love to do a custom big old window in here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do it. I need to kind of separate this entire thing out first. Let's parse this out. Also, how are you guys doing? How's it going? Aren't there feeder lizards and fish in Zoo Tycoon 2? Yes, there are. I would always make little habitats for them. And I would be so sad when they would die because they don't have a very long lifespan. I was always, like, pissed at... Who was it? It was Microsoft who made it, Blue Fang. Because I was like, come on! I just want my little lizards. Oh, that's gonna be... Well, that's not gonna be annoying. What am I saying? Okay, so we push this over. Yeah, okay. We can do all the cleaning later. Push that over. And what we're gonna do... I'm just gonna copy... Well, shoot. I need all of these. First of all, we're just gonna push this a little bit. Okay. Glass panel. I need my cables. I use these as a way to kind of add just that little bit more detail in there. And from there, we can push these over one by one. Okay. That's fairly good. Now we have a whole bunch of gutters in here. That's fine. All we got to do is just select all 4 of them and smush them to the side. And now that I've done this, if I really need to make another kind of big bay window kind of like this, it'll be so much easier to do it. I'm doing it for both sides too, just so when I'm actually doing the interior in here, when I feel like being a masochist, it'll just go so much easier, which I'm looking forward to. You're playing Planet Zoo? Wow, that is crazy, Forge, because you've only been playing Planet Coaster. What are you hoping to build in Planet Zoo today? Is anyone else in Planet Zoo right now? What are you currently making? Are you guys doing a San Diego inspired zoo? Because I sure am. I love this song, whatever it is. It's very Fruitiger Arrow. Okay. It's not the worst. Maybe we just need to bring attention to this. Mr. Geekism had a very good thing to say in his last video. He said he was a magician, which is not the good thing, but that is also a good thing. But when he was a magician, he had a saying, and that saying is, if you can't draw, well, what was it? Shoot, I'm gonna sound like a liar. If you can't draw attention away from it, draw attention to it, I think was it. And I think those lines, if we draw attention to them, it's gonna make it come out so much better. And look at that. Such a nice window. Oh my word, look at that. Once we get some like trees and leaves in there, that's gonna be so good. I'm building for camels. Camels, very good. You're playing Planet Zoo. I'm playing JWE2. That's good. You're in the collab number 4 map. Exciting, exciting. No, I have not built anything for that one yet, but I'm very excited too because it's gonna be big. They died. That's why so many animals with the lizard and fish complain about a smelly exhibit. Yeah, like such a weird little, I don't know, thing to include in Zoo Tycoon. I don't know. Always strange. I love this layout. Like this turned out really good. All on a grid too. You love to see it. You love to see it. I will say, I think we can do without all this shoot, though. Don't want to share bad wood. Don't want to get demonetized. Not that I don't think YouTube cares. I want to collab with Pap and Jody on a Praha recreation. Prague. Oh, I would love to take some of those terrariums on. I'm very excited for those. But no, it sounds like everyone is kind of in their own games. Chilling, building, having a good time. Oh, man, this is good. How do I get it to be great, though? I also need these. I'm stealing you. Actually, I'm stealing you. You should be flush with this, right? Yeah. Maybe not perfectly, but that's fine. Kind of tucking those into the corners over here, just so we have a little bit more intrigue, because this building is going to be the bane of my existence. It is quite literally just an elevator shaft. But I need to find ways to make it feel appealing. I don't know. Maybe we can do a gift shop in here, because, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just all empty, which could be fun, but I'm going to save that for another day. This is fairly good, though. So, gorillas. Don't ask me about taxidermy. I don't know. Whatever your question is, I do not know. But, gorillas. They're a sizable ape. They're a sizable ape. I think... sampled. Let's kind of raise this a little bit. Okay. I just want to... Really? You're working around the gorilla? Okay. I need, like, a nice big area to work with. I think where I want that big kind of wow moment to be, which is that... ugh, crap, where'd it go? Oh, did I close out of it? I think I closed out of it. But it's that moment with, like, the waterfalls. I think that I want that to be right here. Oh, I deinstalled the terrain mod. That sucks. But the gorillas have, like, an inch... oh, no. I think I need it to kind of come up this way, right? Just because I need this to be blocked off for, like, commissary... or we could kind of go with the implication that it's down below too, but I don't know. Yeah, what? Turn off scenery lock. That's probably, yeah, that's it. That's funny. I can't believe I have that even triggered to begin with. Sampled, yeah. So yeah, maybe that will be the gorilla exhibit right there. I'm not sure yet. I need to make this like a nice big plaza first. I don't know how we're going to do that. It's going to be interesting. Because we will need to link it up with the aviary over here. Which will be, again, very interesting. Well, I don't need to anymore, but sure. Where's scenery lock? There it is. Cool. So, yeah. I'm feeling good with this. We made a lot of good progress. I think I'm going to end it right here, though. We've been streaming for... oh, my word. We've been streaming for about 4 hours. That's kind of crazy. But with that being said, I think we're going to take off. Sorry for being so sudden, but... thank you guys. If you know how I am in Planet Zoo, I'm kind of just like bouncing here and there. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then I never know what to do. So that's pretty much it. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this in like the VOD, thank you for watching. Always do appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys want to make sure you reach another live stream, hit the bell icon. But with that being said, we're going to send it over to that. Again, have a great one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.